Hey everyone, it's February 1st, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Indonesian serial killer Very Idham Henyansyah, who went by the name of Ryan, and that's what I'll be calling him because it's a lot easier for me to pronounce. Ryan was born in a rural community in East Java in 1978, the younger of two children, and had a difficult relationship with his parents. Ryan claims to have caught his father, a security guard at a sugar factory, getting some sugar himself by having sex with his wife's sister, and his mother having an affair with her daughter's husband. Some psychologists would view this early exposure to sex as a form of sexual abuse, which may be a contributing factor to his later abhorrent behavior. Despite the chaos at home, he was a very good student, graduating at the top of his class, and seemed to have a bright future ahead of him. Ryan was handsome, even working for a time as an aerobics instructor and model, but became a Quran teacher to show his dedication to his faith. Life as a gay man in a Muslim nation isn't always easy, however, and Ryan had an internal conflict between his deepest desires and what he felt was proper behavior. He had a 9-year relationship with his own Quran teacher beginning when he was 20. Near the end of that relationship, he embarked on a 2-year killing spree that ended with 11 persons dead. In 2006, a man allegedly offered Ryan cash and a car in an indecent proposal to be allowed to have sex with his boyfriend. This sent him into a rage in which he stabbed and beat the man to death. He then sliced him into 7 pieces, placed them in a travel bag and a suitcase, and dumped them by the side of the road. This was just the first of his murders, with his typical MO being that he would visit gay bars, bringing men home with him. When the men would attempt to become intimate, Ryan would snap, beating them to death with a crowbar. Their bodies were typically burned, then buried in the yard of his parents' home between a septic tank, fish pond, and chicken coop. He released an autobiography from behind bars in which he included a map of the burial sites in the backyard. He also would go home with men and kill them in their own homes, including one instance in which he said, after regaining consciousness, apparently the red color that I saw was a pool of blood and the pieces of meat around me were pieces of a human body. Though 9 of his victims were young men, Ryan also killed a young woman when she came onto him, and when he realized her 3-year-old daughter had seen him, he killed her for good measure. He wrote in his book, "Most of them were gay men like me. They made me feel cheap. Not all gay men are promiscuous. Love is very important to me." He was arrested in 2008, bringing an end to the sad affair. Ryan confessed to 11 murders when sentenced to death via firing squad. But while in prison, he not only released his book, but an album dedicated to his mother called My Last Performance. He also married a woman he met while incarcerated in an effort to please his mother. All sources I've been able to find say that Ryan is still on death row at Pondok Bambu, where he attracts many visitors and often sings to entertain guards and his fellow inmates. But since he sang in court for his judge and still ended up on death row, I can't imagine he's very good. If this was your birthday, I hope you had a great day. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, please send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Ryan, I'm not going to say his full name, to Ryan I have to say, happy birthday, you bastard.